Alright, boys. Back to creating my character. Like, I just want dark black on my eyes. Bleeding black's actually kind of sick. Yo, Warlock, you gotta chill. And all those are... sick. Alright, it is cool looking. I don't know, I don't got the hair for it. Might have to change the hair. Bro, these hairstyles suck balls! We're gonna go with the Wicked Charmer. Now we match. That's it. That's the guy. Do I want to put my channel name in my name? Yeah, I am. Fuck it. Let's fucking do it! Penting it. Penting it, motherfucker!
We have sacrificed so much. Yet the war for Sanctuary is far from over. It started with Lilith and Inaris, the creators of Sanctuary. They each had their own twisted plans. Lilith most of all.
I have not come to save, but to empower.
Our only hope was a wanderer who'd been fed the demon's blood. This bond with Lilith was the key to unraveling her plans. Others joined the cause. I, Lorath, was among them, for better or worse. Together, we learned that Lilith wanted more than to empower humanity.
We sure did.
She aimed to consume her father, Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred. He was being reborn in hell.
He is still weak, vulnerable. I must strike before he can resist.
She hoped to claim his power for Sanctuary, but even more for herself. Yet Mephisto had a part left to play.
Piece of shit Mephisto.
The Wanderer stop Lilith, a devil's bargain we'd hoped to avoid at all costs. We pursued Lilith without him as far as we could, into the very depths of hell, and we paid for it dearly.
Was it enough?
In the end, we had no choice but to accept Mephisto's help.
Your lives and those of all humanity depend on what you do next. Choose wisely.
Mephisto wanted freedom, but Nerel imprisoned him in the Soul Stone, denying Lilith her prize. The Wanderer struck her down, and with her last breath, she warned us of a dire future.
Without me, you would have no victory.
I pray she was wrong. Nerel set out to prove it, determined to bury the Lord of Hatred for good. I can't blame her for going alone, for not wanting to lose anyone else. But Mephisto's corruption soon took hold.
You made a choice.
It's lucky the Wanderer found her and helped her to endure it, just as they had endured Lilith, who yet lingered in their own veins. Together they found what Nerel had been searching for, the Tomb of Akarat, final resting place of Sanctuary's holy throne. It was a prison Mephisto might never escape, though he would not go easily.
I will give you the violence you long for.
Oh, I long for it. I'm about to fuck you up!
The Wanderer defeated his herald, but Mephisto himself slipped through their grasp and into a new vessel, the body of Akarat. Now the Lord of Hatred walked Sanctuary as a false prophet, our damnation in the guise of salvation. We've no time to rest or to grieve. Duty demands we rise again, to fight for all we have left.
Is that what happened at the end of D4? I don't even know. Oh shit, here we go, boys! I'm excited. I'm on a boat. Take a good hard look at the motherfucking boat. What the fuck is that? That is a cosmic terror right there.
All those who touch the stone meet the same fate.
No! I need more time!
Pigeon.
I just need more time.
Time. Nothing in those scrolls will save you, Nerel. But I can.
I want nothing from you.
Oh, you've seen what awaits. You are a part of me. But I can make better use of you.
I have seen what awaits. I will stop you!
I am untouchable. I don't see that you have a choice, but I'd like you to say yes.
You're right. I am a part of you. I was trapped in your mind. You dream. And when you do, an ocean of twisted horrors floods your mind. I saw the sun blotted from the sky. And the darker it got, the brighter the rage of man burned. Hatred would reign. I was lost. But in that chaos, I found your greatest fear. And I will tell everyone.
Oh, child. What could I possibly fear?
And the weak were made strong. The pack of lambs would feast on their shepherd.
The prophecy? Oh, be careful, little one.
Then comes a spear of light, piercing hatred's heart, razed to the ground by a murdered son.
Stop.
And a daughter.
Stop!
I command you!
Gotcha. She gotcha. Little pussy.
So much more. Oh, what have you done? What have you done?
What did she do? Oh shit.
Let them come.
She's smart.
Rise up, feeding the flames of unrest. It will not matter. For I am
The light and the way.
Eduardo.
It's true. Akarat walked these streets. Oh, light. It was glorious to behold.
An eclipse will bring about a
You look troubled, old man. Perhaps the wisdom of Akarat can bring some light into your heart.
Perhaps my boot can bring some light into your ass. Bugger off, will you?
My man.
I was hoping to find you here, Frank. Knew you'd be on Akarat's trail. Where have I been? Too damn far. In the end, it wasn't enough.
My fault.
I just wanted us to have another way forward in case things didn't go as planned.
They didn't. We could have used you in the Hantu.
We definitely could have, you little
I
bitch.
know how it turned out. The Soul Stone. Mephisto taking on the guise of Akarat.
Nerel told you?
In a way, yes. That's why I've been looking for you.
Sent me a letter.
She sent me a letter. There was one for you too.
Your hand is trembling.
Just
Hello, my friend. I wondered what I would write to you if this moment ever came. I thought about
Things that I've
sharing,
learned and discovered.
but a pigeon can only carry so many words. And what I want to say most, thank you for giving me.
Why did she send this?
not far, but we should find a place to sit.
Just tell me what is
It's
happening.
better if
I show you. Come with me. Alright. Well on the move.
This way.
What is this place?
An old Kyrgyzstani archive. Morel found something here. A lead. A way to stop Mephisto. break the cycle. That's how she put it in her letter. I came here as fast as I could. I thought I'd find her huddled over scrolls, but she's dead.
Dead? What happened?
He got her. He took her from us. I've said my goodbyes. It's your turn now. Go on.
I thought you were free from his grasp. If I'd known you weren't, Damn it. I will make Mephisto pay for this. I will make that bastard pay.
You sure will. We're gonna get strong again.
We both will, my friend. We both will. When I found her here, she didn't fear, and neither should you want to make Mephisto pay. I tried searching for clues earlier, but I couldn't focus. We'll do it together.
Dreams. My symptoms are worsening. This feeling like my insides are being pulled apart. I thought I had rid myself of his presence. But maybe he was always lurking here, waiting. Maybe this is all a cruel game to him.
Rathma's prophecy is riddle. The spear of light is no spear at all, but something else, something real. A blade forged by Lilith at the dawn of the world. Given as a gift to her children and lost to the answers, it must be. The sketch of the sightless eye, ringed by notes from Nyrel. One of them reads, "The path lies through the eye, but how? The oracle Scavos will know. She is the hand that can open the way."
The spear of light piercing hatred's heart. She figured out Rathma's prophecy is more than just rubbish. So, Mephisto is bound for the Scavos Isles.
My fucking belt.
Believes a weapon lies there that can stop him. One forged by Lilith. It makes sense. Scavos is where Lilith and Inarius created mankind. Could be where she created this weapon too.
Nero also wrote something about an oracle. The hand that can open the way.
Oracles, prophecies, riddles, all the things I try to avoid. But I can't. Mephisto came here for her, and he tried to burn away any trace of what she'd found. That means she died for a reason. And that means it falls to us to finish what she started. Gather your supplies and meet me in back. Go on ahead. I'll give Nerel a proper burial.
Do I want to play WASD or do I want to play... I should have. Got the premium bundle bed. Let me see what the premium does. Let me see it. Looks gay. Looks gay.
Hail, wanderer. Laid before you is the bounty of history.
Oh.
It calls to you.
What do we got here? It's this guy. He's pretty cool looking. Quetzalcoatl. That's fucking dope. You get all kinds of warlock skins. I don't even know which one to get. This looks fucking sick. Yo. I should have fucking bought the premium edition.
Let me show you more, traveler.
Oh no, that's the one. You get that. Never mind. If I didn't have the fucking face I had. That's pretty sick. I like that one. Yeah, that's cool. That's actually dope. Yeah, he looks cool. Oh. Or no, oh, the portal.
7 days since I saw Mephisto.
Oh shit.
My symptoms are worsening. This feeling like my insides are being pulled apart. I thought I had rid myself of his presence. But maybe he was always lurking here, waiting. Maybe this is all a cruel game to him.
That's like a bleed build. Let's do it. How do I customize it? Oh, that's ridiculous. What's going on here? Do it? Can I have it? Am I allowed to have it? It doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah. Is there a way to see my FPS? Options, controls. So we're going to change this to that. And then we're going to change map to M. There we go. So how do I customize my ship? Can I crank it? Yellow would be distracting. I think I want it. Yep, perfect. Any more opacity? Oh wait, no, I want less opacity. A little less opacity. What if I change the color though? Matter. Last time, I promise. Whatever, fuck you. Why won't it let me change it now? What's going on here? Oh, okay. There we go. How did I get it before, dude? What the hell? I want like a... There we go. Like a brown. Yeesh. No, we can't do that. We gotta have it be bright. Bright light, light bright. Oh, hang on. My fucking screen just fucking changed color on me. Hang on. Night light settings. Turn off. All right. I need a little bit less opacity. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Bro, does this game look better off of HDR? No. Okay. All right. Let's get moving.
It's done. Neyrelle is at rest. Aye.
We will avenge her.
That we will. I just wish I had.
Damn it, will you shut up?
Sorry, it's our old friend, the Tree of Whispers. Ever since I stepped foot in the swamp, I can hear the voices. They know what we're up against. They can feel it. A change in the bones of the world. A storm on the horizon. And they're reveling in it. They can kiss my ass. We have a primeval to hunt, and we need to be prepared. Yeah. I made this talisman to help Neyrelle. I hope it did. In some way. But it's yours now. For whatever awaits us. I secured a place on the ship. Meet me at the docks.
Okay.
Hate has poisoned this world, and only Akarat can save us from it. But beware those who sully Akarat's name. They walk these very docks. Don't they, old man?
Me?
Yes. Do you truly seek Akarat's favor? Or are you driven by darker impulses?
No dark impulses in this heart, my friend. I only seek the truth.
Okay. Do I have F as something?
worry about the preacher. He's just another fool. What troubles me is this talk of an eclipse. Mephisto's planning a spectacle of some kind, and I'd wager it'll be much darker than any of these people expect. No use talking them out of going to Skovos, though. They adore Akarat. And the scariest part is, it's no spell. Mephisto won them over with real miracles. He's playing the part of benevolent prophet, and playing it very damn well. Once we get to Skovos, we'll need to act fast. Come on, let's get aboard.
Wait. I'm not ready. It's a big ass boat.
Never thought I'd go back to Skovo. At least I didn't make too many enemies there. Not this time, no. Believe it or not, I'm rather close to the Amazon Queen of Skovos. Her name is Adriana.
How close?
As close as a Rajan can get to anyone. We haven't seen each other in years, but she'll remember me. I just hope she remembers the good things. We'll need her help to track down this weapon made by Lilith. But time is short. Mephisto is days ahead of us. He'll have a foothold on the Isles. And if all else fails, I've brought something for that too. The Sightless Eye. It once belonged to the Oracle of Skovos, and Neyrel thought she might be able to help us. Not sure why or how, but...
There you are! The old man with not a dark impulse in his heart. And the stranger with something unspeakable in theirs.
This fool again. Mind giving us some privacy?
Nothing is hidden from his eyes and ears. Even this vast sea is so small compared to him. And we are even smaller. Just little people in little boats swept up in the tide. And my master, he is the tide.
Oh!
We need to find him before he sinks the ship.
Wait. Ah. I see how they did it. Interesting. It's kind of like Melee. Oh. this? Yo. That probably does so much damage. This is interesting. Let me see what this is real quick. It's kind of weird. Either Blazing Scream. That does an X. We're going with that.
Spitting all sorts of vermin. No, just scared out of my wits. I knew we should have bought the cat aboard for good luck. No one would listen to me.
You can bring the cat next time. Stay here while we clear the way.
Reach the armament!
What is it, an underwater adventure?
Something moving under the boards.
Stay together. check the rest of the deck.
Oh, what's this do?
So cold.
Oh, it does do damage.
Akarat, protect me!
Broomstick. Fiends from the deep. Well, a few cuts and bruises, but
Anyone injured?
nothing that a good bottle of spirits can't help. You should be worried about whoever's up top. I heard screams like...
Over here! The way up top looks clear, but...
Gotcha. You big galoot. So, not really. I feel like umbral trains might be useful.
That creature made a mess of things. You'll have to climb your way up, and I'll only slow you down. Go! I'll help the crew keep the ship afloat. Otherwise, it won't matter if we find that bastard.
To the top deck.
I give my blood willingly, Mephisto. I open my soul to your hate. Aren't we both so fortunate? Where he goes, the whole world bends around him. He spoke of you. Oh, he admires you and hates you. I wish that he...
Friend. I'm glad I could see you one last time. Though it is a shame you will not witness the finish to come.
Uh-oh. This is a problem. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? I need to change my skills. This may be a problem. I don't know what I can do to fucking beat this thing. What skill can I use? Hang on. How many points do I got? I got exactly 5 points. I can't even... I guess I can make something strong. Single target damage. Try this out. Not doing enough damage. Not this skill. Certainly not that one. I might be good with the... What the fuck? He went even farther there. Why won't it link to him, bro? Alright, just kill me. This ain't working. I need a different skill. One of these skills has to be able to do it, right? Fuck it, right? What? Let's see. Bro, what? It does the same amount of damage, dude. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do? Like, just kill me. I guess I have to go all the way back, lower the difficulty. Like, this is gay. What can I do with these 5 points, man? Let me try one more time, and then... Why is he not casting, bro? Why is he taking so long to cast? Am I getting no HP potions, bro? Gimme, 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 gimme. No! Bro. How the fuck am I supposed to beat this? I can't. What's my last try? You know what? And if I equip the dagger... Yeah. I'm gonna try something. Trying something. It's not doing what I wanted it to do. 5% is nothing. What skill do I use, dude? Yeah, maybe. Oh, shit. Oh, I can put... I never even noticed that. Oh, I'm an idiot. What else do these things do? Uh, and the taunt. Let's try it. Oh my god, dude, I'm so slow. Are you fucking kidding me? More? Bro, I'm done. I can't beat it. I gotta fucking respawn. This is so annoying, and there's no way to fucking get out of here. Are you fucking kidding me? Can I at least change my... I can't even change my difficulty here, bro. Am I supposed to be able to see the fucking map? Because I can't see the map for shit. Options. Oh my god, dude. Like, what color do I need to make it so I can see it? Or I'm gonna lose my shit. Shit's making me mad. Alright, we can fucking see now. You just hang on a second. Well, now I should be strong enough. Let me get a blacksmith.
Ah, a warrior. How may I serve? Forge awaits your return.
I have something to fit you, I'm sure.
Nice. There we go. I'm glad you had success stepping outside your comfort zone.
I'll shake on that. Luck to you then.
Rubbish. Too bad. Ah, chin up, mate. Have another go. Ah, chin up, mate. Have another go. Oh, rubbish. Too bad. Sure, I'll have it. Anyone asks, I was never here.
No one gives a damn about you here, but at least they're honest about it. Anywhere else and they lie with a smile.
Never thought I'd go back to Scoville. At least I didn't make too many enemies there. Not this time, no. Damn. We need to find him before he's...
Spitting all sorts of vermin. No. Just scared out.
You can bring the...
moving under the boards.
Stay together. Breath and help me down. While we check the rest of the deck.
Over here! The way up top looks clear, but...
That creature made a mess of things. You'll have to climb your way up, and I'll only slow you down. Go! I'll help the crew keep the ship afloat. Otherwise it won't matter if we find that bastard.
I give my blood willingly, Mephisto. I open my soul to your hate!
We did it! Get out of here! Beat it, geek!
Everyone below deck, come on. It's safe. Not all of his followers are sheep. He's using these hands of Akarat to do his dirty work, while he keeps up his benevolent image. He knows we're after him then. We'll need to move fast. Let's get the crew together and patch up the ship. It won't be long before we reach the Isles.
Land ho!
Wretched monstrosity. What have these mainlanders brought to our isles?
All these people, like lambs to the slaughter. No time to waste.
That beast. Akarat spoke of evil things to come.
I can use my skills here. That's not good.
Akarat is truly here. To gaze upon his face this closely, we are blessed indeed.
Pilgrims, make your way to the plaza, where Queen Adriana will welcome Akarat with open arms.
Queen Adriana welcomed us. That heart. There is much to do here.
He appears, and we're just supposed to blindly follow him.
City's still standing. He needs Temis and its people, at least for now. He'll try to win over Queen Adriana first. He can't get his way unless she's on his side. Or silenced. I need to find her. Warn her. I helped to defend Skobos once before. With any luck, she'll listen to me. Keep an eye out for the hands. They seem to know what Mephisto's planning. See if you can find out.
All right.
Oh, look at him. The farmers down the road have sturdier sea legs.
Mainlanders. Never set foot on a ship, but think they can sail to the arse end of the Twin Seas.
Mr. Sandals, at least. The last one tried.
Our spears serve Temis and her people.
Have the kindness of an angel.
No, no, no. Akarat preaches generosity.
I've seen her pocket the wealth of at least a few dozen angels today alone.
Ah, so what? Let the drifters waste their coin.
Where you're from, but here we trade gold.
There's seasickness all over the city, trailing these.
Trump calls on Disney and ABC to fire Jimmy Kimmel. Oh my God. So I'm going to be honest. I hate Jimmy Kimmel. I think he is the biggest, like, I can't say the word that I think he is, which means that you guys all know what it is. I hate him. I think he is the most insufferable, obnoxious person. Like, and the reason why I really hate Jimmy Kimmel is the two-facedness of him, right? Like, I respect people, like, in a way, I respect people like Joy Reid more than Jimmy Kimmel, because Joy Reid is just a dumb, retarded, racist bitch. That's all she is. And she never pretends like she's not. She never tries to act like anything else. That's what she is. And that's fine. But the problem, what I really fucking hate is the fact that Jimmy Kimmel goes out there and goes on political monologues nonstop, but then says, oh, but I'm just a comedian. Oh, you can't go after me. I'm just a little comedian. Well, then why is nobody laughing? Why do you need a laugh track? Like, you go to a comedy club, there's no laugh tracks there. And so anyway, he's pretending like he's not flagged for PvP. He is. He's flagged for PvP. He's doing this. And look at this here. Jimmy Kimmel crying about ice in Minnesota. Jimmy Kimmel making jokes about Moania being a weather. So what's the difference here? It's like you're laughing about this. You're making jokes about this. And simultaneously, you're crying about people that got killed. This is so fucking annoying. And no, I think this is ridiculous. Fucking trash bag is. I mean, saying that somebody
Is it really wise to entertain this prophet?
I'd be a fool to make a martyr of him with all his sycophants in our city.
And?
And what?
And a small part of you wants to believe him.
What's that line? Rare is the sunlight that dares to dance the lake bed. You see through me. Oh, Thara, between the famines and the wars, madness swallows sanctuary. What if this madman is our answer?
Let's see him for ourselves then. Though we'll be without the Oracle. I just got word she won't be attending.
Seen 3 oracles come and go. And only this one has dared to shirk her duty to our people this many times over.
Damn. Mephisto has the Queen's ear, and they've yet to even meet. Loreth should have come this way.
The eclipse is coming! Hope is coming in these times of strife! Hold close your brethren, and stay steadfast against the hard-hearted skeptics of this strange, unwelcome country. You have crossed seas to be with Akarat, left behind homes, families, livelihoods, all to be with Akarat. And these casters of judgment would stop you now? Here, on the threshold of the new age our prophet promised? We bring peace to Sanctuary. Do not let them bar you from what you know to be good and right. We are one! Never let them tear us apart! Pity the unsaved, for they alone will suffer!
Wait! One of Mephisto's servants. I need to find him.
That's works. Better days are on the horizon. Look. Damn.
Give me back my daughter.
The child has made her choice.
You always yell, but they're nice to me.
You're embarrassing your mother, child. Come on.
Didn't you hear? She doesn't want to go back.
How dare you?
Kidnappers.
Here we go.
Looks like an expecting widow is a very, like, there's no, like, where's the punchline there? It doesn't even make sense. So it's just basically more assassination baiting, more baiting of violent rhetoric and violent language. So how is it that you're crying over a person that got shot? Meanwhile, the police officer that shot this person didn't even have an investigation because it was so obvious that they were in the right. Meanwhile, you're trying to, make excuses for it and talk about how it's funny that, like, the first lady is going to be expecting widow. It's disgusting. And so, no, I absolutely hate this person. I do. I totally hate this person. And I hope Trump puts more pressure on him and it makes things worse for him. I hope the same thing that happened to Colbert happens to him too. And, yeah, he knows he should be sacked for comments. Like, he should be sacked for comments like that. I mean, I think that Trump should definitely, like, this is always my outlook, right? Is that I think about what would a person like this do to you, and then I just do that to them. Like, that's what I would do. Like, that's my outlook on it, right? Like, I don't think about, like, oh, well, like, what's fair? Like, I'm like, well, what would they do, right? And it's like, okay, well, they like, I mean, Jimmy Kimmel, like, oh my God, like, where's the, this is the, let me see.
Hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. And that choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack, yes, come right on in, we'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse poo, rest in peace, Casey.
So there it is, right? And so this is, and the reason why I don't like Jimmy Kimmel is because, like, I respect his freedom of speech, but I don't respect his political speech under the disguise of a community show. I don't like the idea that you have used your show as a vehicle to push political ideology, but then whenever you get pushback for that political ideology, now you act like, well, I'm just a comedian. I think that it's totally fine for him to say this. I don't have a problem with him saying this. Like, I mean, legally, right? I think he's a piece of shit and he's totally wrong. But, like, I don't have a problem, like, ethically with him saying this, right? But the problem is that you go on, and it's the Colbert is the same way, is that they go on and they make political statements, and they have a very, very one-dimensional political bias that they exercise, and then the moment that they get any pushback for that political bias, now somehow this is a big, now it's a victim parade. Now that comedians like him don't make for laughing and approval. I like that. I think that's a really good analysis. Yeah, they're not looking for laughs, they're looking for claps and approval. Or like Cheers. He's on public broadcasting airwaves, that's a problem. I don't really care about that. I mean, like, I just don't, right? I mean, you can, now, obviously, like, you should use every method possible to attack your enemies. It doesn't matter whether it's hypocritical, it doesn't matter whether it's unfair. You should always attack your enemies in every way that you can. Now, I'm not trying to, like, tone police you, but what I'm saying is that, like, you're asking me my opinion on it. I don't really care about it. Like, it's not, like, that's just your I'm talking about politics and Billie Eilish land talk. They shouldn't be talking about the topic. Well, Billie Eilish, the thing is that, I mean, she doesn't really do politics a lot. She's made, like, what, 4 political comments her entire life? Who cares? So it's like, I don't really care about that as much as, a guy like Jimmy Kimmel that does this as a career for, like, 15 years. Like, I mean, who cares? Some pop star has a libtarded opinion. Oh my God, it must be a day that ends with Y. Like, I don't really give a shit. And so, who the fuck even watches cable anymore? I don't know who watches this guy at all. I really don't. And so, anyway, he's been getting a lot of pushback for this. And so, let me listen to a few more of these.
Much of the manifesto of the would-be assassin is indistinguishable from the words that we hear daily from so many.
Yeah, that's where he got
it from. For example, as the First Lady of the United States pointed out this morning, just 2 days prior to the shooting, ABC's late-night host Jimmy Kimmel disgustingly called First Lady Melania Trump an expectant widow. Who in their right mind says a wife would be blowing over potential murder on her first?
It's totally sick. And the thing is that everybody knows this. We all know this. But the people that support it play this gaslighting game as if they don't. It's so obvious what you're doing. Everybody know. We all know this. It's terrible to say. It's foolish to say. And here's the reality too, is that if you had right-wing people utilizing the same language, do you think Jimmy Kimmel will be going up there, and especially, like, theoretically, like, let's say a Democratic politician has an attempt on their life, you know, like, heaven forbid, but let's assume this happened, and there's some right-wing person that, like, 3 days ago said, oh, we need to pop this guy off, or, you know, like, I wonder what his family's going to be like whenever they find out that, you know, he's dead. And everybody in that clip, all of the same people that are playing and saying that it's freedom of speech and comedy, they would be out of their fucking mind trying to get this person deplatformed.
We got it.
Screaming from every rooftop they possibly can. So the entire idea that this is freedom of speech or anything else, this is purely politics. It is 100% politics. And right now, there are enough people that are naive and stupid enough to think that these people genuinely care about the Constitution. Meanwhile, we just saw a video of them saying that, yes, let's systematically kill unvaccinated people indirectly by not giving them hospital admission. That's no problem for them to say, but at the same time, you can't go and say something like this. It's crazy. And so Jimmy needs deported. Exactly. So what do Republicans say about Melissa Hortman? I don't know what Republicans said about it, but, like, let me look at what I said. Asmongold, Minnesota. How do you spell Minnesota? How do you spell Minnesota? I just can't spell. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I literally, like, it's like a fucking mental disorder. Like, I just can't spell. Minnesota, assassination. Okay. And, anyway, so can I find this here? Killer of Minnesota lawmakers found. They assassinated a lawmaker. So these right here, these are 2 videos that I made, I guess probably 1 or 2 days apart from each other, talking about the person that did the killing. So, and I didn't say that it was good, but, you know, I don't know why. Like, I can remember numbers, but for some reason I just can't remember the ordering of letters. Like spelling naive. Like, I've tried to remember how to spell naive, and I just can't do it. Like, I don't know why. Like, I really don't. I mean, yeah, it's very, very odd. And it's weird, because usually, like, I have no problem being able to do things like that, but I can't do it. Like, because I was saying this word, typing this word so I have practice. Well, no, I type it regularly to people, honestly. It's one of my favorite words, and I still say it wrong every single time. There's something wrong with my head there. I don't understand it. But anyway, I immediately called that out. I mean, the assassination of those 2 Minnesota lawmakers, and also the husband, I think, as well, was disgusting. And this person was a sick freak, and I think they should execute him. That's what I think, right? And there's literally no fine print to that. Like, I mean, whether he was a Democrat or, like, I mean, I'm sorry, you show up at somebody's house like this, I don't care what political party you're from the political party of Halloween, okay? Like, you're fucking nuts. So, yeah, I don't care about that. The idea about this period is that it's sick. And nobody should be supporting this at all. Tim Walz won't let that happen. He worked for Walz, literally. Yeah, he worked for Walz. His friends said he was a Trump supporter. It's a wash. It is. It's a wash. Who knows what happened? Who knows why he did this? He had flyers in his car that were kind of schizo. It's very hard to say. The point is that you have people like Jimmy Kimmel that openly espouse assassination rhetoric on broadcast television. They do this cleanly. Like, they say, like, there's no implication here. It's just obvious.
And having experienced what I did with the First Lady on Saturday night, I can tell you that she was anything but that. This kind of rhetoric about the president, the First Lady, and his supporters is completely deranged. It is unbelievable that the American people are consuming it night after night after night. As president,
then do something about it. Then create a new rule. Do something to shut down public broadcast television that's advocating for violence or murder. Put some lawsuit against ABC or whoever is running the show. Like, do something about it to make, how'd you get rid of Colbert, right? I mean, just do that too. So I don't know what this is. We need padded rooms for these people? Yeah, it's definitely. And so why isn't the FBI at authority? Yeah, exactly. Like, why isn't this happening And so, like, this is the problem that I have with my opinion. Well, how do you highlight the difference between her expecting shots fired to Jimmy Kimmel's joke? I know there's a difference. I want to get your input. Well, I mean, like, so what do you think? If you know there's a difference, then why would you even say it, right? I mean, like, why would you create this dichotomy or this comparison if you know that there's an obvious difference? Like, why would you do that? Like, I mean, I don't like engaging with devil's advocates. I don't like doing that. I think it's a waste of my time. Like, if we're all on the same page with this, then I don't think we need to waste time, you know, retracing, you know, and retreading ground that everybody's already walked on. We know what's going on with this, right? And so, legit, I feel that. Yeah, that's I'm assuming to type that. No, there's a lot of people that do that. It's just that I have a and I'm not mad at you for saying that. I'm not trying to be like a dick or anything. It's just that, like, I have a lot of people that do that, and it's just it's kind of a pet peeve of mine. But I'm not I'm not offended, right? That's just my opinion.
President Trump said on Saturday night at this podium, we as Americans must recommit ourselves to resolving our differences peacefully and uniting around the shared values that make our country great. The deranged lies and smears against the president, his family, his supporters have led crazy people to believe crazy things, and they are inspired to commit violence because of those words. It has to stop.
Yeah, I mean, there's been an intentional and deliberate effort in order to turn up the temperature of rhetoric by everybody. I think Trump does this. I think Democrats do this. I think that the worst angle of this is the Democrat supporters that are going out there and, you know, chanting and saying crazy stuff, and then the Democratic lawmakers and the representatives don't spend enough time rebuking them. Like, anytime that, for example, a Republican or somebody like that is you know, like they're like caught being racist or, you know, like something like this, they're immediately, you expect every Republican to come out and say that, well, this person is like this is a bad person, and immediately call them out. Like, for example, like I don't know, I have no idea. Like, I don't think anybody was saying this was some kind of like a cover up or, you know, some sort of a setup job or anything like that. But the problem is that now you have people that do that in order to deliberately, you know, make it less important. Trump is an incendiary counterweight that, to the left's 10 years reign of insanity. Well, I think that the real way to handle it is just simply to enforce laws. What would a reasonable law against this behavior be that doesn't backfire in the future by corrupt usage? So everything can, like, so being worried about corrupt usage of something is, in my opinion, it's a logical fallacy, because corrupt usage implies that it's not being used by a person that is in good faith in the first place. So why would you expect a person who's acting in bad faith to need a law to do that? A bad faith actor will do whatever they want regardless of what the laws are. They'll twist whatever they want to make whatever conclusion they need to. So the idea that you need to write things and do things in a way to prevent a bad actor in the future from taking advantage of them, it's just impossible to do that. It is, because, and the reason why is because those people that would do that
would be a combo you
will
do.
not care about what the law says. They'll just simply apply whatever their viewpoint is, period. I think that you can look at the, you know, the COVID tyranny as a great example of that. You needed no precedent for this. All you need is the opportunity. So anyway, going back to what the question was, how do you actually make a law? I think that anybody that's advocating for, well, actually, we don't need to make a law. What am I talking about? We don't need to make a law. We already have them. There are already dozens of laws on the books about, you know, like advocating for violence, you know, like trying to solicit, you know, like any sort of like domestic terrorism, etc. So we don't need to invent new laws. All we need to do is apply the existing ones. So that's what I think that we should do. It seems very obvious. And punishment is the deterrent. Exactly. It's important to have somebody to hold someone responsible against. Vague laws make it harder to hold bad actors against. Well, we already have the laws, right? Like, I don't think that we need any new laws. Like, that's really the answer. Is that all we need are the existing laws, things for, you know, inciting, like, let me just, like, list of inciting laws, laws against inciting violence against a group of people, actually against someone in the U.S. So, I mean, like, yeah, let's just go ahead.
Down to the ship.
We'll go through this. Yes. Solicitation to commit a crime of violence. Anti-riot act. Insurrection or rebellion. Threat statutes. Hate crime and civil rights statutes. Incitement to riot or violence. Terroristic threats. Hate crime enhancements. Hate crimes. So
is it Tomb Lord?
I do.
Tomb Lord?
I do.
It's like a it's like a damage multiplier, right? So like a hate crime is not a crime in it.
Watching right now from the plaza above. His hate moves us, speaks through us.
He will open us. He will make us new.
Probably not your best move. Tomb Lord? Ooh, let's go. Look at me. What a rock
On
star.
this day, a pilgrim comes to our shores. Let him wash in the waters, so that he might prove himself worthy of the sand.
Many of you walked with me to the fires of the mainland. Now, your faith will be rewarded. The pools of creation, the path to a better future, is near. And by the grace of Queen Adriana, we will reach it.
Adriana. Adriana.
Lorath? Now, of all times?
It seems a new pilgrim has joined us.
Listen. He's a demon. The mainland burns because of him.
Lies.
You're in danger.
I don't understand. The people say he's a saint. What proof do you have?
You have my word.
As a Horadrim?
As someone you once called friend.
That will be enough.
Afraid I'll spoil your show?
Not at all. I barely knew you existed until today. But now you've stepped onto my stage, and you thought there would be no consequences. You are but a man. And men are just so small.
It wasn't him. It was the queen. Or something. Got one.
No.
4D chess, motherfucker! Made him kill his best friend.
I have brought blood to this city. Blood and hate. No more.
Now she's fully possessed by him.
You really are what they say.
Uh-oh. Lorath, run! Lorath, run!
We must all show mercy. My queen, let him walk free, so that all who look upon him will be reminded of what hate can do. It is in our nature to hate. And that is why I've brought you here, to change that nature.
Oh, he's sick. He got bamboozled. Hoodwinked. Poor Laura. He's a sad man now. He's a sad old man.
By the order of our Queen Adriana, the Horadrim
Ow, fucker. Why do you throw that at me?
Leave him be.
Filthy bastard!
It is by the grace of my queen alone that you still draw breath. Never sully her streets again.
As you say. We
He's a
came
sad
here to
boy.
save us, and now we were the villains. That was Mephisto's game, to pit mankind against itself. Time was running out, and so were the friends we had left.
True. Gotta be careful. I need to fish.
I saw he was... Oh, this is how he wants me. Confused, panicked, with the blood.
So what next? We can't give up now. Nerel.
Nerel said to let me try to get my bearings.
Alright. So we go that way. But now I'm going over here to get fish. Going fishing.
Don't just nibble it, but you witless cafe. Come again?
I asked, are the fish not biting?
Fish not biting? Well, how could they? What with you stomping around in your big fat boots, shouting at the top of your lungs? Oh. No respect or sense at all.
True enough.
Oh, no patience either, huh?
My fishing button. Is there a button to fish? How do I fish? I want to fish. Hey Google. After you talk to the guy that fishes in Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred, how do you start fishing?
Start fishing in the Vessel of Hatred expansion. Follow these steps. 1. Complete the quest. Finish the Enthralled by the Hook side quest in Nahantu. 2. Acquire gear. You will receive a fishing pole and bait as quest rewards. 3. Find a fishing spot. Look for splashing pools in the water across Sanctuary. 4. Interact. Stand near the pool and press the interaction.
Okay. We got it. I just need to find water. Why wouldn't it have any fishing spots for me right here? I want to go fishing. I can't go this way. I don't know, I can have a bunch of them. That's kind of sick. Well, what was that other skill with the demon? Something with demons. That would be kind of huge with that. Pretty awesome.
You picked a terrible mark. Just outside the capital. The Amazons I remember would never have allowed it.
Amajongs! Why don't we have the Amajon class?
Adriana has staged the bulk of her forces in Temis. She was never one to play, so conservative. Things have changed.
I kind of want to go in that dungeon. I'm doing the dungeon. I'm just curious what the rewards are. thought it makes him cast vulnerability. Right. Oh, okay. So they got to be out first. So I want to do. Well, I'd like to know if it's working. Yeah, I think so. Wait, does that mean... Oh my god. Beat. We could have a whole bunch of greater demons flying around with Umbral. Bro, what? Hold on. Does that work that way? That would be kind of crazy. Hmm. That's big immunity. Oh, that's awesome. That's sick. Yeah, the taunt's way too good.
itself, but if you do something and you did it because of a racial reason, it's like a multiplier, right? So it's like added cold damage, or like you know, an added. It's like basically it's a critical strike, and but if you don't get a hit, you can't get a crit either.
The left is not the only people doing it. The right.
That's crazy. It's not the only people doing this. Okay.
There's just as much online.
You guys don't. No, they don't. It's just obviously not true. I mean, like every polling statistic says that's not true.
Conservative 3 times the president, Steve Scalise, Brett Kavanaugh, Charlie Kirk. Heck, there was even a plot against Russ Moulton the other day, who's the head of the Office of Management and Budget. Conservatives are, I think, rightfully on edge. It keeps happening over and over and over again. And people keep calling Donald Trump a Nazi. They keep calling him a fascist. And they keep repeating lies about him that are not true, yet they keep getting repeated regarding everything and everything. I'm just telling you, as a conservative who lives and lives every day, my son was murdered last year, my president had 3 assassination attempts. I have a knot in my stomach about it every day.
I want to hear what Scott Jennings thinks about designating some of these groups as terrorist organizations and then weaponizing the National Guard and the military against them directly. Because if you're not willing to do that, you're not willing to solve this problem. I want to know what he thinks about taking all these violent protesters, these rioters, and just simply arresting and hog-tying all of them and putting them inside of basically containment camps and federal containment camps, and then ignoring any state orders to let them out.
You're insane.
Because unless you're willing to do that, you don't want to solve this problem. Yeah, send them to Guantanamo Bay. Black bag them. Like, they always talk about black bagging. I mean, shit. Might as well do it. That's the way I see it. Politicians, like, so unless you're willing to go to that level, you can't dial these people down. There's no language they understand other than violence and force. That's it. That's all good. I thought, yeah, exactly. You want to be a victim? Yeah, that's what I always say. You want to be a victim? Hello. Great. Let's make you earn it. That's how I see it. I agree with most of the narrative coming out the GOP. I don't understand how lacking the security was. Did you get a chance to read the manifesto? The bro literally called out how easy it was to set up this plan. It doesn't matter because the guy didn't even get into the room with Trump. Like, there were obviously 2 different layers of security. He got through the first layer, and we're supposed to imagine it's secret. Like, how many assassination attempts do you think has had on Trump that we don't even know about, right? I mean, no, very clearly, like, yeah, he failed. He didn't even get in the room. So I think people are vastly overestimating this entirely. They accuse Trump of the things they themselves want to do. Yes, of course. Maybe.
Holy shit.
I have no idea. So anyway, that's what my question is, right? Is like, unless you're willing to actually go Old Testament on these people, then you will continue to have this culture of political violence. That's literally it. And let's see here. Does anyone else not care about White House correspondence shooting at all? I don't care. I don't care about the shooting, but honestly, like, it's the shooting isn't what matters. It's the reaction to it. It's the culture around it. Like, even the thing itself happening isn't the big thing. It's the culture. It's like Charlie Kirk, right? Charlie Kirk being killed. Like, political activists get killed pretty regularly, right? I mean, Martin Luther King was killed. Fucking Malcolm X was killed. Charlie Kirk was killed. You have Abraham Lincoln was killed. Like, there's tons of people that get assassinated regularly. It happens. Like, Shinzo Abe was killed. Like, it's not uncommon or unthinkable that it could happen. The problem is the reaction to it. JFK, yep, there's another one, right? Charlie was a podcaster? Yeah, he was a podcaster, and he got killed. I'm confused. Like, are you trying to... So are you like do you think that, like, what do you mean by saying he was a podcaster? What are you trying to say? You got pulled up for this. You did. You got pulled up. William McKinley got assassinated too? I don't know about that. 6'7"? More like 07. Get the fuck out of here, you idiot. And so anyway, no, because you know you're being an idiot. Everybody knows that when you're making a list of people, you're not comparing them. You're not saying that, oh, Charlie Kirk is the same as Abraham Lincoln. Everybody knows that. but you're drawing this distinction as if it's not already understood in order to like minimize it or to downplay it. That's what you were doing. It was obvious that's what you were doing. And then you're dishonest about it because you know you can't defend what you're saying. You're just being an idiot. So anyway, and that's what I think. So tired of brainwashed idiots like that, dude. They're not brainwashed. They're just stupid. That's the reason why. It's a little bit different. But anyway, that was funny. Shouldn't have banned them. I don't know. I thought it was funny to ban them. So, I mean, like, really, it seems like it's about the same. I don't like people that are dishonest. I don't like people that are dishonest and annoying. And it's annoying. And, oh, this is the guy they charged. This is it.
Reading this from our colleague in the courtroom, Jake Gibson, Cole Allen is facing 3 counts. Count 1, attempt to assassinate the President of the United States.
That's bad.
Up to life in prison. I'm just
bad.
reading this on my
This
phone.
is where I would put
Transporting a
the fishing
firearm
spot.
across state lines. 10 years and $250,000.
That's crazy. I didn't know it was that
and
much.
The third count is discharge of a firearm during a crime of violence, a mandatory minimum of 10 years. So the first is attempt to assassinate
this guy's
the President
cooked.
of the United
Whatever.
States,
Totally cooked.
up to life in prison.
Good.
Then the second two, transporting a firearm across state lines. And number 3, and the final, discharge of a firearm during a crime of violence.
Wow, how about that? Biden's son didn't get 10 years for the same charge. Well, that's the reason why nobody cares about... I think that's the reason why nobody really cared about Trump, committing crimes, is that, I mean, you had Hunter Biden that was playing Grand Theft Auto in real life, and nothing was happening to him. Nothing was happening to him. And how is it that you can have the president's son that has video recordings of him driving like 100-something miles an hour with a hooker in the car and smoking crack without a shirt on, and nothing ever happened to this guy? He's not in jail. Well, it's obvious why. It's because it's the president's son. So how can you respect what's the word for it? Like a stance on law and order when you have such a blatant hypocrisy there? How can you sound jealous? I mean, look, he had some nice cars, okay? He did. He had some nice cars. So what a time. Exactly. Our next president, exactly. And they don't want law and order. Yeah, they just want control. And correction prostitute in the trunk. Oh, we had 2 of them? I don't know. And so, yeah. What is this here? And did Hunter also leave the country recently, too? I have no idea. And where is this here, if I can find it? And where'd this go? And if you're transporting from state to state to federal, well, of course, that makes sense. Definitely. Current residence on insider trading and making billions. Which one's worse? Which one is worse? One of them, like, whether he's insider trading or not, this is not something that is as evident as, for example, somebody driving and smoking crack in a car. Like, everybody knows driving and smoking crack in a car is wrong. Like, there's no trial that needs to happen for that. It is a blatant and obvious violation of the law. Now, if somebody else is doing something wrong, then obviously they should get in trouble. But what I'm saying is that a idea of insider trading is not as obvious as driving a car with hookers in it while you're smoking crack. One of them is a lot more obvious than the other. And if you try to play that game, all you're doing is making excuses for it. That's it. That's what my point is. And what do you think of all the missing scientists? I think that there's something going on, and I don't think that anybody knows what. I think that's really what it is. I don't even know if they're dead in some cases. I really don't. And let me scroll down. I'll find a few of these and go through them. You might be advertised, welcome back to the party for firing squad. Wow, no. Would you do it if you were him? No, absolutely not. No, 100%. What does it have to do with it, though? They should go after both? They should, of course. Obviously, insider trading should be punished. Like, I mean, yeah, duh. Like, I don't know if that's happening or not. But what I'm saying is that one of them is very evident. And I don't know about insider trading. Insider trading is a complex white-collar crime that has to be investigated by a bunch of about like third-party.
Not complex at
right?
all.
Go into this and look into it thoroughly. You can't just be certain that there's something that's insider trading because you've read a news article. Like, it's completely different. Anyway, I thought this was pretty funny. Now even Israelis have their own version of the Great Replacement. Here we go. White people are being replaced in Israel. I guess it must be Israel. White people in Israel is built primarily on European Jews who did not believe in it. They're now a tiny minority, used to be a dominant minority. Israel is a rapidly becoming a Muslim-style theocracy for Talmudics moving away from the West. This is driven by a new majority of Israelis, Arab, Jews, and Talmudics. The visionaries of Israel were all Europeans who believed the Jewish state should be European in nature, and we are all Zionist pioneers who built it. Netanyahu is a villain who facilitated the replacement to maintain his political power. He gives some human degenerates like this random person political power in order to appeal to Judeo-jihadist third worldists and keep it up. Israeli democracy is decaying as the government increasingly caters to the ultra-Orthodox who leech... Oh God, I can't read it all. God promised in this... Oh no, oh wow. And Israel... So basically, they're having the... Like, what's their excuse though? Because, like, our excuse is Israel's doing it to us. So is Israel's excuse, is Israel doing it to itself? Is it America doing it to Israel? Like, what is this, right? And the animation's fire, though? I guess so. I'm Israeli. I can confirm. I have no idea. Okay, man. Like, you know, I have no interest in, you know, the politics over there as long as it's not bombing Americans, right? And, yeah, Israeli leftists crashing out? I guess so. I don't even know what it is. Also, so this same girl, remember this girl yesterday? Political violence on the left is so normalized, it's absolutely insane. They're mad the shooter didn't kill any Republicans. So this girl, let's see here. Let's keep you away from the children, pedo. Go kill yourself as a favor. Everyone's upset you didn't get the shot in the fucking head last night. Now, why did she make this post? That's why. That's why. That's obviously why, and everybody knows it. It is. Mad because fat. There's a lot of examples of this. There are many such cases. And there is nothing that women hate more than attractive women. Nothing. Every single time. Like, and that is the one thing that you can guarantee. Like, if you want to find the hate in a person's heart, ask a fat woman what she thinks about, like, some pretty girl. Oh my God, lard opinions, yes. And obese opinions, right? And she'd be stealing the wine if she was there? No, she'd probably go for the mashed potatoes. But, you know, maybe she'd just go for all the gravy instead. Who knows? Crabs in a bucket? Yeah, well, these people are at the bottom of the bucket. They're weighing it down. And so anyway, I did see this. I thought it was kind of funny. I hope you get shot in the head. This is what a normal hog thinks like, right? And again, like, I don't know, maybe she hasn't eaten for like 3 or 4 hours, so, you know, she's hangry. Like, you know how these things happen, right? And she's going hog wild. I get it. It's what happens. Point opinions, yeah, it's a nasty thing to say. Yeah, it's a very weird thing for somebody like this to say. But, yeah, 3 to 4 minutes, yeah.
I'm confused.
Give her a Snickers bar, I like that. And they're so obnoxious, aren't they? It's wild how the right sat respectful for years while Joe had the wheel. Could you imagine this type of behavior coming from the right at that time? Yeah, I don't think that really happened. I mean, who cares? And I did see also, it's always funny to see my Sicilian father, some random guy from Italy, right? Some guy that grew up on some fucking random island on Italy his entire life.
Yeah,
He probably didn't get the internet until like 2018 or something like this. Stop arguing with these fucking idiots. Who cares if they think the shooting was staged? They're the same people who believe men can get pregnant and still can't tell you how many genders there are. Let them go plan their next abortion while they talk about how we need stricter gun laws for children. Todd Blanche live. Are they talking about this again? Let me see if it's true. And if they have some update or something going on. Oh, what is this? It's an hour ago. It seems like there's not really a lot happening. Maybe there is. Let me go and see.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
Next one will be even better.
One Secret Service officer was shot in the chest, but was wearing a ballistic vest that worked.
This is today.
This heroic officer who was hit fired 5 times at Allen, who was not shot but fell to the ground and was promptly arrested. I want to thank everybody who worked tirelessly on Saturday, Sunday, and continuing today. This includes members of the FBI, and Director Patel is going to address that in a minute. It includes members of the Metropolitan Police Department who were immediately on the scene, the chief, the mayor, to make sure that law enforcement was available to do their jobs and had all the tools they needed to do so. And lastly, the United States Attorney's Office here in D.C., our U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro and her team. A prosecutor stayed up all night long, didn't sleep all day yesterday, making sure that we got what we needed from all over the country. It included search warrants in California, search warrants here in D.C., multiple interviews that have been conducted already of witnesses and of family members of the charged individual, and continue to work hard today. This investigation is ongoing. It's not complete. A lot of the information that the media is hearing through leaks or sources, some of it is true.
Seems like it's bullshit.
Some of it is not true.
Okay.
And at the right time, you will hear information from us as appropriate. I'd like to ask our U.S. Attorney, Jeanine Pirro, to say a few words, and then followed by Director Patel. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Attorney General. Cole Allen's journey of accountability in the criminal justice system starts today. Todd Blanche just indicated to you the charges. Those charges are only 3 charges that are in the complaint that has been presented in federal district court about an hour ago. There will be additional charges as this investigation continues to unfold. But make no mistake, this was an attempted assassination of the President of the United States.
Seemingly.
With the defendant making clear what his intent was. And that intent was to bring down as many of the high-ranking cabinet officials as he could. This is the kind of situation that we cannot tolerate. And as the Attorney General has just indicated, it could have been so much worse, but for the reality that we had the Secret Service, as well as the Metropolitan Police Department and the FBI. Now, the facts make it very clear what this intent was. You may recall that it was on March 2nd that the president indicated that he would be attending this public event at the Hilton. And on April 6th, that's when Cole Allen first made a hotel reservation at the Washington Hilton for 3 nights, the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. It was on April 21st that he traveled all the way from the West Coast.
Goddamn.
From his home near L.A.
It's a long way to drive over
Gets to
nothing.
Chicago on
Holy
April
shit.
23rd, and has been indicated he arrives in D.C. on the 24th, and he checks into the hotel at about 3 p.m. He stays overnight. He is very much aware that the president and the first lady entered the ballroom at 8 p.m. And it was at 8:40 that he made a decision to rush the ballroom. And thank goodness, law enforcement, the Secret Service, was able to prevent him from getting into that ballroom. He was not injured other than some kind of scrape on his knee. Now, as indicated, these are the weapons that the defendant had on his person. You can see that's a 12-gauge pump-action Mossberg shotgun. It's a 38 semi-automatic. He had at least 3 knives and all kinds of paraphernalia. So any suggestion that he wasn't there to do harm is absurd. We will prove when he purchased these guns. They were purchased in California. Why is that relevant? It is relevant because he crossed interstate lines with those firearms.
Shouldn't have done that.
And
Now it's
those are the
federal.
firearms
Yep.
that he used on the night of the 25th, or attempted to use.
That's what
at
they
the
said
very
about
least.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Now,
Remember
the manifesto also makes clear about his expected rules of engagement. You know, you can look at it and read it, and it may seem kind of la, but at the end, make no mistake, he says, I am targeting the administration officials. They are my targets, and I'm
It's
prioritizing
not even a
from the
question.
top
Yeah,
down,
duh.
the highest
Of course.
ranking from the lowest. And I will not hesitate to get involved in any kind of encounter with anyone who blocks me from the president. Now, finally, let me say one thing. Within days of the president nominating me to be the United States Attorney for the District of Columbia, I was at the scene of a
Yeah, I
double
think it's about
homicide,
that bedtime.
where one Elias Rodriguez crossed state lines from Chicago with a firearm to commit a felony in the district. He's now indicted for the murder of two individuals, Laron Lashinsky and Sarah Milner, here in Washington. Not long after that, another person, Ramanella crossed state lines, again with a firearm, with intent to commit a felony here in Washington. He traveled from the state of Washington. He is now indicted with the murder of Sarah Beckster, the National Guardsman, and the attempted murder of National Guard Andrew Wolf. Today we have Cole Allen, another individual, charged with crossing state lines coming from California with a firearm with the intent to commit a felony here in the district. Let this be a message to anyone who thinks that Washington, D.C. is the place to act out political violence. And if you are willing to do so with a firearm and cross state lines, we will find you, we will track your steps from the inception of your plan, and we will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. Washington, D.C. is not the place to travel to commit acts of violence. The Constitution and the laws of the United States permit us to register our views through our voices and our votes. What they don't permit is making your views known through violence, especially violence directed at the President of the United States. This is anti-democratic at its core.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, that's a huge... Yeah, they didn't like the election, so they want to shoot the guy.
Excuse me. Thank you, General.
Duh.
This one hits a little differently. We were all there.
Yeah.
Many of you were there. Many of you watching were there as well.
Region of
President
the
was
media,
there.
social media
Vice
account?
President
I'll talk
was
about that
there.
a bit.
The cabinet was there. And what you saw, described by the general and the U.S. attorney, is absolutely true. The president spoke on late Saturday evening with a message of unity and a backing of law enforcement, and we have followed through on that message of unity and the effectuation of law enforcement across this country. This FBI is grateful to the United States Secret Service, the Department of Homeland Security, and our interagency partners, including the Metropolitan Police Department, for swiftly jumping into action. All of us on there put us in a unique position, but all of us also acted uniquely. The Washington field office jumped into action immediately, sending a mobile command center to the scene, along with our evidence response technicians, who showed up in speedy fashion to make sure we could collect the evidence that the prosecutors and the department needed to make this announcement today. Also on scene,
live? Yeah, it's
you
live.
were told about the brave heroics of the United States Secret
talking about it right
Service
now.
and other members of law enforcement. And that should be celebrated by every single American. They did exactly what they were trained to do. They stopped a massive attack from becoming even worse. They stood in the way, they safeguarded America, and they should be nothing but applauded for their bravery and their dedication to their mission and their selfless sacrifice to this country. The FBI, along with standing up mobile command units, evidence tech response team, and Washington SWAT on scene, also established our NC3, our National Crisis Coordination Center, almost immediately. And almost immediately in parallel, we stood up our command center at the
Training
Washington
security,
field
missed all the
office
shots
under
fired.
ADIC,
It's
Darren
different
Cox's
security.
leadership. Throughout the evening,
Wasn't
we
Secret
immediately
Service.
began working with our Department of Justice partners to find the evidence necessary to effectuate the legal process necessary and enter into the suspect's room at the Washington Hilton successfully and lawfully and obtain the relevant evidence for exploitation that was on scene. Back at the headquarters division in the Washington field office, we were coordinating a national scale of literally standing from coast to coast. As you heard, CIA and other agencies were immediately dispatched to the suspect's home in California, where we conducted interviews and provided critical information about this horrific attack. We also dispatched investigators and agents to New London, Connecticut, where we conducted further interviews that provided necessary information that you will find in this criminal complaint, as the United States Attorney has just laid out. While officers were working diligently through the night to conduct those interviews, we were also conducting interviews of witnesses on scene. Those interviews are ongoing.
Could you imagine
As
if they
know,
had
there
Pam
was almost
Bondi doing
2,000
this?
people there. We were
Yeah.
sifting through and
That's the bad
prioritizing
thing.
who to talk
I
to,
could.
and we will get to each and every one.
Anyway, he's been getting a lot of pushback for this. And so let me listen to a few more of these.
So, of the would-be established industry person that was here daily from so many.
Yeah, that's really
For
good.
example, as the First Lady of the United States pointed out this morning, just 2 days prior to the shooting, ABC's late-night host Jimmy Kimmel disgustingly called First Lady Melania Trump an expectant widow. Who in their right minds says a wife would be glowing over the potential murder of her beloved husband?
It's totally sick. And the thing is that everybody knows this. We all know this. But the people that support it play this gaslighting game as if they don't. It's so obvious what you're doing. Everybody know. We all know this. It's terrible to say. It's foolish to say. And here's the reality too: is that if you had right-wing people utilizing the same language, do you think Jimmy Kimmel would be going up there? And especially, like theoretically, like let's say a Democratic politician has an attempt on their life, you know, like heaven forbid. But let's assume this happens, and there's some right-wing person that like 3 days ago said, "Oh, we need to pop this guy off," or you know, like I wonder what his family's going to be like whenever they find out that you know he's dead. And everybody would be playing that clip. All of the same people that are playing and saying that it's freedom of speech and comedy, they would be out of their fucking mind trying to get this person deplatformed, screaming from every rooftop they possibly can. So the entire idea that this is freedom of speech or anything else, this is
what up, Lowry?
politics. It is 100%
Mike Lowry.
politics. And right now, there are enough people that are naive and stupid enough to think that these people genuinely care about the Constitution. Meanwhile, we just saw a video of them saying that, yes, let's systematically kill unvaccinated people indirectly by not giving them hospital admission. That's no problem for them to say, but at the same time, you can't go and say something like this. It's crazy. And so Jimmy needs to support it. Exactly. So what do Republicans say about Melissa Hortman? I don't know what Republicans said about it, but like, let me look at what I said. Asmon Gold, Minnesota.
Excuse me.
How do you spell Minnesota? How do you spell Minnesota? I just can't spell. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I literally, like, it's like a fucking mental disorder. Like, I just can't spell. Minnesota, assassination. Okay. And anyway, so can I find this here? Killer of Minnesota lawmakers found. They assassinated a lawmaker. So these right here, these are 2 videos that I made, I guess probably 1 or 2 days apart from each other, talking about the person that did the killing. So and I didn't say that it was good, bro, just dumb. No, I don't know why. Like, I can remember.
Oh shit! I knew that was gonna fucking happen.
But for some reason, I just can't remember the ordering of letters. Like, like spelling naive. Like, I've tried to remember how to spell naive, and I just can't do it. Like, I don't know why. Like, I really don't. I mean, yeah, it's very, very odd. And it's weird, because usually, like, I have no problem being able to do things like that, but I can't do it. Like, as I was saying before, typing this word something out practice. Well, no, I type it regularly to people, honestly. It's one of my favorite words, and I still do it every single time. It's just, there's something wrong with my head there. I don't understand it. But anyway, I immediately called that out. I mean, the assassination of those 2 Minnesota lawmakers and also the husband, I think, as well, was disgusting. And this person was a sick freak, and I think they should execute him. That's my thing, right? And there's literally there's no fine print to that. Like, I mean, whether he was a Democrat or, like, I'm sorry, you show up to somebody's house like this, I don't care what political party you're from, you're doing a political party of Halloween, okay? Like, you're fucking nuts. So, yeah, I don't care about that. The idea about this period is that it's sick, and nobody knows at all. Tim also let that happen. He worked for Walls, literally. Yeah, he worked for Walls. His friend said he was a Trump supporter. It's a wash. It is. It's a wash. Who knows what happened? Who knows why he did this? He had flyers in his car that were kind of schizo. It's very hard to say. The point is that you have people like Jimmy Kimmel that openly espouse assassination rhetoric on broadcast television. They do this plainly. Like, they say, like, there's no implication here. It's just obvious.
And having experienced what I did with the First Lady on Saturday night, I can tell you that she's anything but. This kind of rhetoric about the First Lady and his support order is completely deranged, and it's unbelievable that the American people are consuming it night after night after night. As president,
Then do something about it. Then create a new rule, do something to shut down public broadcast television that's advocating for violence or murder. Put some lawsuit against ABC or whoever is running the show. Like, do something about it to make, how'd you get rid of Colbert, right? I mean, just do that too. So I don't know what this is. We need padded rooms for these people? Yes, definitely. And so why isn't the FBI at his door? Yeah, exactly. Like, why isn't this happening? And so, like, this is the problem that I have. I'd love to get your opinion. Well, how do you highlight the difference between her expecting shots fired to Jimmy Kimmel's joke? I know there's a difference. I want to get your input. Well, I mean, like, so what do you think? If you know there's a difference, then why would you even say it, right? I mean, like, why would you create this dichotomy or this comparison if you know that there's an obvious difference? Like, why would you even do that? Like, I mean, I don't like engaging with devil's advocates. I don't like doing that. I think it's a waste of my time. Like, if we're all on the same page with this, then I don't think we need to waste time, retracing, and retreading ground that everybody's already walked on. We know what's going on with this, right? And so...
Wait, how do I get new potions?
Yeah, that's not assuming to type that. No, there's a lot of people that do that. It's just that I
Hey,
have
Google.
I'm not
In
mad
Lord
at
of
you for
Hatred,
saying
how
it.
do
I'm
you
not,
get
I'm not
bigger,
trying to be,
stronger
a dick or anything.
potions?
It's just that, like, I have a lot of people that do that, and it's just it's kind of a pet peeve of mine. But I'm not, I'm not offended, right? That's just my opinion.
President Trump said on Saturday night at this podium, we as Americans must recommit ourselves to resolving our differences peacefully.
They changed
and
it in Lord of
uniting around
Hatred.
the shared
What do they do
values
now?
that make our country great. The deranged lies and smears against the president, his family, his supporters have led crazy people to believe crazy things, and they are inspired to commit violence because of those words. It has to stop.
Yeah, I mean, there's been an intentional and deliberate effort in order to turn up the temperature of rhetoric by everybody. I think Trump does this. I think Democrats do this. I think that the worst angle of this is the Democrat supporters that are going out there and, chanting and saying crazy stuff. And then the Democratic lawmakers and the representatives don't spend enough time rebuking them. Like, anytime that, for example, a Republican or somebody like that is, like they're like caught being racist or, like something like this, they're immediately, you expect every Republican to come out and say that, well, this person is like this is a bad person, and immediately call them out. Like, for example, I don't know, I have no idea. Like, I don't think anybody was saying this was some kind of like a cover up or, some sort of a setup job or anything like that. But the problem is that now you have people that do that in order to deliberately, make it less important. Trump is an incendiary counterweight that, to the left's 10 years of reign of insanity. Well, I think that the real way to handle it is just simply to enforce laws. What would a reasonable law against this behavior be that doesn't backfire in the future by corrupt usage? So everything can, so being worried about corrupt usage of something is, in my opinion, it's a logical fallacy, because corrupt usage implies that it's not being used by a person that is in good faith in the first place. So why would you expect a person who's acting in bad faith to need a law to do that? A bad faith actor will do whatever they want regardless of what the laws are. They'll twist whatever they want to make whatever conclusion they need to. So the idea that you need to write things and do things in a way to prevent a bad actor in the future from taking advantage of them, it's just impossible to do that. It is, and the reason why is because those people that would do that in the future will not care about what the law says. They'll just simply apply whatever their viewpoint is, period. I think that you can look at the COVID tyranny as a great example of that. You needed no precedent for this. All you need is the opportunity. So anyway, going back to what your question was, how do you actually make a law? I think that anybody that's advocating for, well, actually, we don't need to make a law. What am I talking about? We don't need to make a law. We already have them. There are already dozens of laws on the books about, like advocating for violence, like trying to solicit, like any sort, like domestic terrorism, etc. So we don't need to invent new laws. All we need to do is apply the existing ones. So that's what I think that we should do. It seems very obvious. And punishment is the deterrent. Exactly. It's important to have somebody to hold someone responsible against. Vague laws make it harder to hold bad actors against. Well, we already have the laws, right? Like, I don't think that we need any new laws. Like, that's really the answer. Is that all we need are the existing laws, things for inciting, like. Let me just list of inciting laws of laws against inciting violence against
would like to see what this does.
A group of people, actually against someone in the U.S. So, I mean, like, yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll go through this. Yes. Solicitation to commit a crime of violence. Anti-riot act. Insurrection or rebellion. Threat statutes. Hate crime and civil rights statutes. Incitement to riot or violence. Terroristic threats. Hate crime enhancements. Hate crimes. So hate crimes are... it's like a damage multiplier, right? So like a hate crime is not a crime in itself, but if you do something and you did it because of a racial reason, it's like a multiplier, right? So it's like added cold damage, or like an added. It's like basically it's a critical strike. And but if you don't get a hit, you can't get a crit either. What is this?
The left is not the only people doing this, and the right...
That's crazy. It's not the only people doing this? Okay.
Does just as much online.
You can understand...
No, they don't. It's just obviously not true. I mean, like, every polling and statistics says that's not true.
While we're on edge as conservatives, though, 3 times the president, Steve Scalise, Brett Kavanaugh, Charlie Kirk. Heck, there was even a plot against Russ Vought the other day, who's the head of the Office of Management and Budget. I mean, conservatives are, I think, rightfully on edge because this keeps happening over and over and over again, and people keep calling Donald Trump a Nazi, and they keep calling him a fascist, and they keep repeating lies about him that are not true, yet they keep getting repeated regarding Epstein and other things. Look, I'm just telling you, as a conservative who lives in this every day, my friend was murdered last year, my president's had 3 assassination attempts. I have a knot in my stomach about it every day that I wake up.
I want to hear what Scott Jennings thinks about designating some of these groups as terrorist organizations and then weaponizing the National Guard and the military against them directly. Because if you're not willing to do that, you're not willing to solve this problem. I want to know what he thinks about taking all of these violent protesters, these rioters, and just simply arresting and hog-tying all of them and putting them inside of basically containment camps and federal containment camps, and then ignoring any state orders to let them out. Because unless you're willing to do that, you don't want to solve this problem. Yeah, send them to Guantanamo Bay. Black bag them. Like, they always talk about black bagging. I mean, shit. Might as well do it. That's the way I see it. Politicians, so
hey Google,
unless you're willing,
does the Warlock have 2 primary resources in Lord of Destruction or Lord of Hatred? I mean,
there's no language they understand other than violence and force. That's it. That's it. That's all it could be. I thought, yeah, exactly. You want to be a victim? Yeah, that's what I always say. You want to be a victim? Great. Let's make you earn it. That's how I see it. I agree with most of the narrative coming out the GOP.
No, the Warlock
how lacking the security was. Did you get a chance to read the manifesto?
Lord of
Hatred.
Hatred
called out how easy it was to set up this plan. It doesn't matter because the guy didn't even get into the room with Trump. Like, there were obviously 2 different layers of security. He got through the first layer, and we're supposed to imagine it's secret. Like, how many assassination attempts do you think has had on Trump that we don't even know about, right? I mean, no, very clearly, like, yeah, he failed. He didn't even get in the room. So I think people are vastly overestimating this entirely. They accuse Trump of the things they themselves want to do. Yes, of course. Maybe he couldn't even detect the cameras. Maybe you're right. I have no idea. So anyway, that's what my question is to Scott Jennings, right? Is like, unless you're willing to actually go Old Testament on these people, then you will continue to have this culture of political violence. That's literally it. And let's see here. Does anyone else not care about White House correspondence shooting at all? I don't care about the shooting. But honestly, like, it's the shooting isn't what matters. It's
all right, I'm about to head to bed.
It's the culture around it. Like, even the thing itself happening isn't the big thing. It's the culture. It's like Charlie Kirk, right? Charlie Kirk being killed. Like, political activists get killed pretty regularly, right? I mean, Martin
Are
Luther
you
King was
fucking
killed,
kidding me, dude?
fucking Malcolm X was killed. Charlie Kirk was
I'm
killed.
not doing all that
you know,
again.
Abraham Lincoln was killed. Like, there's tons of people that get assassinated regularly. It happens. Like, Shinzo Abe was killed. Like, it's not uncommon or unthinkable that